Now, I'm probably going to regret making this video, but I'm literally going to show you behind the scenes of how we're making around $1,000 per day from selling low ticket digital products. And I'm also going to explain why that actually isn't that impressive. But I'm also at the same time going to show you some key things that made it work for us. And so you can take that away and potentially do this for yourself. So this is a tracking sheet that I use every single day for our low ticket funnel. And you can see here, cash from the funnel. Right now, going into July, we're collecting anywhere from 700. Well, actually, the other day was 400. Anywhere between 500 to 1,000 a day, and it's really picked up over the last few weeks where we've gotten this funnel profitable. But here's why that's not that impressive, because to get to these $1,000 cash collected from the low ticket funnel, we're spending about 700 to 800. This month we even increased it to about 1,000. So you can see from the numbers here that, yes, in June, last month, we generated over 18,000 from this low ticket funnel. But we also spent 17,000 to get it, right? And you don't have to be a mathematician to work out that that margin is pretty low, right? We're only making about $1,000. And just to show you that these numbers aren't, completely made up, this is our ad account. We actually spent 19 grand last month because I am running some other funnels just that I'm kind of like testing. But obviously I just wanted to show you that this is actual, real data from inside of Facebook. So these are the numbers. Now, the cool thing isn't that we're making, 1,000 a day. Because like I said, based on the profit margin, it's not that impressive. We made like $1,000 profit on the front end last month. Not very good. The good thing is that we generated 366 customers. And these are now customers that we can upsell into our mid and high ticket coaching programs for 100% profit. Because what most people are doing with Facebook is they're spending $10, $20 to get a lead. They're literally paying Facebook $10 to $20 just to get someone to give them their name and email address. Right now, Facebook is paying us a couple of dollars to get a customer. Not just a lead, but someone who's already got their credit card out and bought from us. That is why this is impressive and why it is so powerful. It's not the fact that we're pretty much just breaking even on the front end, even though that is a very good result. The impressive thing is now we've got 366 customers to upsell into our mid and high ticket coaching programs. And for those of you who are new to the game, maybe that doesn't sound that exciting to you. But the people who have been doing this game for a while will understand how powerful this is. If you're getting, 10, 20, 30 new customers into like a low ticket product every single day, because you can convert them into high ticket customers. Now, just full transparency, we need to further optimize our upsell process. But right now, out of the 366, we had 5 people already buy our mid ticket. So that's 366, which means we're converting right now. This is low, by the way, 1.3%. But it's only been, we're only like 1 week into the month. And our customer to client window of conversion is longer than a week. So we'll get a bunch more of those 366 customers by our coaching programs over the next few weeks, over the next few months, probably over the next year. Now, that's getting a bit technical and a bit detailed in terms of like customer to client conversion window. So I won't go into this video, but I do want to show you just kind of what we did to get this funnel to work, right? Because you can see that in May, and this is the coolest part, and this is why I love the game. In May, you can see that our CPA, so our cost to get a customer, was $61. Our average order value, so how much that customer spent with us on day one, was $48. So you can see that we lost money in May. But obviously I worked my marketing magic, and you can see that in June, our CPA was $46, and our average order value is $49.50. So at this point, Facebook is paying us $3 every time we get a customer, right? Again, most people spend $10 to $20 to get a lead. We're getting paid $3 to get a customer. And you can see that it worked last month in June because we reduced this from $61 to $46, which is pretty awesome. And we also increased the average order value up by like $1, which obviously wasn't crazy, but the biggest result was obviously getting that CPA down. And we turned this funnel profitable. And then again, on the back end, with upselling them onto mid and high ticket coaching programs, it's going to be even more profitable than that. So how did we do it then? Well, like I just mentioned, the game of low ticket digital products, and this is purely with ads, by the way. If you have an organic audience, obviously you don't have to pay to get those customers. So the trickiest thing is how to get that funnel profitable with ads. And the way you do it with ads is, like I just mentioned, you're playing the game of CPA versus average order value. Now, this is the game. You need to try and create an offer and a funnel where your cost to acquire a customer is lower or at least equal to the average order value. So the average order value is what that customer spends with you on day one. So if your customer buys a $27 product and then they buy a $13 upsell on day one, that means they've spent $40 with you, right? So that's kind of the average order value. Now, obviously, we take the average order value across all the customers that we get. And if you can get that to be break even, that's a fantastic result. If you can make a little bit of profit like we did last month, then that's even better because you're literally getting paid to get customers, which are effectively just really high quality leads for your mid and high ticket coaching programs. So this is basically the outline of the funnel. I'll just show you now. So we run an ad, and we run it to a sales page for our low ticket offer. Then when they go to the sales page, when they go to the checkout page, there's also an order bump, which is basically an upsell. Then when they check out on that checkout page, they go to another page where there's another offer. We call that OTO. I'm going to call that OTO 1. And then when they decide to buy this or they decide not to buy it, they also see OTO 2. So just to give you some context, when like the internet started and people started making money running ads to digital products, basically what most people did in the beginning, they just did this. They just ran an ad to a sales page and it made them money. Then eventually, once more people started realizing that, running Facebook ads and Google ads is a really profitable opportunity for people, it started to get more competitive. So therefore, the cost to run ads increased. So what that meant was, in the beginning, the CPA and the average order value, which was basically just the price of this product, this was profitable. But once the ads became more expensive, the CPA went up, which meant now that the CPA was too high for the average order value of this single product. So people started losing money. So what they decided to do then was they were like, well, if, running ads to a course for $50, that's not profitable. What if right after they buy this $50 course, we offer them something else? And that's when people started running the funnel, right? This is what Russell Brunson talks about all the time. This is where you, on day one, even when they buy this one product, you will automatically upsell them to different products. Now, our offer, just to give you an example, ours is pretty low, so we can definitely test increasing the price on this. But just to give you some context, this product on the sales page is $27. Right now, this is $17, this is $66, and this is $47. If you're in like the money-making business space or like, hey, make money online space, your prices on the upsells can probably be a little bit higher. Ours is a non-money-making like soft offer. So our prices are a little bit lower, although something that we could definitely do is test increasing the price. But I just found that the soft spot for the front end offer, which is this one, is around $20 to $40. We did tests for this funnel. The price to start at $47, but it was just too expensive and we couldn't get the CPA down. Anyway, this is kind of the state of what we're doing. But to really make this profitable right now, you need an extra step, because even though this, is making us, technically it's making us money, like I said, actually, making $1,000 a day from a low ticket product with ads isn't that profitable. So there's another step now, which you want to go to your mid or your high ticket coaching offer. So the goal is to basically, on day one, someone goes through this process where they will buy, multiple of these products, right? It's about how can we try and get the cost to get someone to buy this product to be equal or a little bit lower than how much people spend with us on day one with this funnel. But that's obviously not going to make us money. So then the goal is, once you have the customer, like last month we had 366 customers. The goal then is to create a system in place where they will then go ahead and buy your mid and high ticket offer as quickly as possible. Like I said, right now, 1 week into the new month, we've had 5 people from last month buy, which, is kind of low still. We need to increase that, but that's the game that I'm currently playing. It's how can I get more of these customers to upsell into these mid and high ticket offers. That's another video in itself. If you would like to see my process of how I'm doing that, how I'm converting customers into clients, then just let me know in the comments below. But in this video, I'm just going to focus on this front part of the equation here because, this is obviously what's making us about $1,000 a day right now. So what I want to run through then in this video now is just some of the key components that you need to think about at each stage of this funnel to get it to be profitable, and just some of the stuff that we did over the past month to reduce the CPA from $61 down to $46. So first off then is the sales page. So this is like the front end offer that people are going to see once they click the ad. Now, honestly, there's a ton of stuff that can go into this. I created a video on this channel not long ago. It's about making the best low ticket products that make you the most money. Just search for it. I might link it in the comments below maybe. Basically, I run through step by step how I would create this low ticket product. But the thing that you need to think about is you need to think about the cost and you need to think about the time. This is like my best advice in the shortest possible time because I don't want this to, that other video is 10, 15 minutes long, so I don't want to regurgitate that video. So go and search for that video. But basically with your low ticket product, you want it to be a low cost investment. So you can do that by lowering the price. So again, it varies obviously on industry, but the sweet spot that I've found is from $20 to $40. I see some people running ads to $97 offers. Maybe it can work on different markets, but as a general rule, I've honestly found $21 and $27 to be the best price points that we've been able to get these types of funnels profitable on the front end. So anyway, the goal is to make sure that the cost risk of buying your product is low, which you can do that very easily with the price. Next up is the time. You want to make sure that the time risk is also low. Please don't offer in your ads to a cold market who have never heard of you before, a 50-hour video course with 100 bonuses. Because to a stranger who's never heard of you before, that's a big risk of their time. Are they going to spend 50 plus hours with a stranger they've just met? No. If you're going out on a date with someone for the first time and someone says, hey, do you want to come and spend the weekend with me? You're going to say no, right? Because what if they don't like you? What if you're a dickhead? What if you have fucking differing beliefs, right? And you argue. What if you're not a nice person? Whatever it is, right? The risk of spending the whole weekend with someone who they don't like is too high, and they don't know you yet. So the risk is too high for them. Now, if you've been dating someone for 6 months and you like them, and then you say, hey, do you want to go and spend the weekend together? Then yeah, you're probably going to say yeah, because it's not really a risk of you wasting your time because you already like them. So you probably know that it's already going to be a nice experience. But when we're reaching people in the newsfeed for the first time, we're that first scenario where we're asking someone to go on a weekend date with us for the first time. It's not going to happen. So stop offering 50 plus hours of content to a complete stranger. Because what if you're not a good teacher? What if the information that you have is garbage? They don't know that. So therefore, it's too much of a risk for them to say yes. So what I like to really focus on in my low ticket products is making the product as quick and easy to be consumed as possible. And it should get them also a quick win. So in this particular offer that I'm talking about doing this case study on, it's a 60-minute training. So the idea behind it is, hey, in less than 60 minutes, you're going to get this result. So for them, it's only going to cost $27, so the cost risk is low, and it's going to take them less than 60 minutes to go through all the content, so the time risk is low. So therefore, they're more comfortable purchasing. So that's my biggest advice on the sales page. Now, if we look at the order bump, so the order bump is basically when they click to go to the checkout page and enter their credit card details, there's going to be a little section on that checkout page that says, hey, add this super cool product to your order. So this is what we call an order bump. So they can choose this add-on before they actually check out for the first time. It happens on the sales page. Now, my biggest advice, and again, there's multiple things that go into this. My biggest advice is to make this order bump as simple as possible. Because with an order bump, you only have a few lines to explain what it is. So don't try and add on a really complicated product as an order bump. This should be like you're at the supermarket and you're ready to check out, and then on the right-hand side, you see like a chocolate bar or a protein bar or maybe a drink that you like. That's why they put those snacks there right near the checkout aisle, or some chewing gum, because it's like instinctive and they don't really need to think too much about it. They're just going to go and grab it. If you put like a really like big complicated product where you had to like read what the label says and you had to kind of figure it out if you wanted it or not, then obviously that wouldn't sell very well as you're at the checkout ready to buy. So with the order bump, you need to make sure that it's a product that could be really simply explained and the benefits are really simple to understand. An example of this would be if I'm selling like a Facebook ads workshop. So the main offer could be, in less than 60 minutes, set up a profitable Facebook ad campaign from scratch, right? So it could be a training, me showing how a beginner can set up the Facebook ad campaign. That's a decent offer. The order bump, I could say, get my 50 plus high converting ads so you can just copy and paste them inside your ad account. So the main offer is showing them how to set up ads, and the order bump is copy and paste templates that they can use. It's super simple for them to understand, and it obviously complements the main offer as well. But I don't have to go into an explanation. It's very, very simple. I've got these profitable ad templates. They've made me this much money over the last few years. If you want to use the same templates, then you can add them to your order. Super simple for them to understand. It doesn't take much thinking about. So that's the biggest advice I can give for the order bump. Now, the OTO 1 and the OTO 2, these are pretty similar in terms of like the main things that you need to think about. And just to give you some context, right? If someone buys these two, they go to the one-time offer one page. If they buy this $66 offer, they go to the OTO 2. If they don't buy the $66 offer, they still go to the OTO 2. So regardless if they buy this or not, I still send them to, another upsell page. So there's a few different things that your upsells need to do in order for them to convert. So number one, it needs to, and similar to the order bump, why am I doing this? I might as well draw. It needs to complement the main offer. Or number two, it needs to solve the next problem. Or number three, it needs to have basically access / support. Okay, so let's break these down. So number one, it needs to complement the main offer. Now this goes for any type of offer that you put here. So like I said, if we're selling a Facebook ad setup workshop, then a Facebook ad swipe file or template would complement this offer. We could do another offer that, again, maybe talks about how to write ads. So that could be an offer that basically that complements the main offer, and it also solves the next problem. So, for example, if someone's bought this offer and they now know how to set up an ad account, they still don't know how to write high converting ads. So giving them a different and one-time offer program that's like, hey, thanks for buying the ad creation workshop. By the end of the workshop, you're going to know exactly how to set up an ad campaign from scratch. But one of the biggest things that's going to help make your ads a biggest success as possible is, yes, the ad account setup, but number two is going to be the actual ad copy. You need to make sure that you understand how to write high converting ad copy. That's why today on this page, I want to give you the chance to go through my high converting ad copywriting program, or whatever it is, right? So that's how you link it. That's how you complement and create basically the link between the two. So it complements the offer because it's a Facebook ad offer, and it also solves the next problem, which is, hey, they need to learn how to write good ads, right? Just knowing how to set up the ad account isn't enough. Another example from this would be if my low ticket offer was, hey, this cold email script generated 127 sales calls for my agency in the last 30 days. If you want the script, it's just $27. That's a pretty good offer, right? Low cost risk because it's only $27. Low time risk because you're just showing them a cold email script. It's going to take a few minutes to go through and it'll take a few minutes to implement. Really good offer. The OTO to that could be, now, one of the biggest reasons why my agency has been such a big success is because every time I've booked someone onto my calendar, I've closed 45% of them. So if you want a successful agency and you want to grow, yes, you need to learn how to get people to book in calls with you, which, this cold email script is going to do. But if you really want to make money, you need to understand sales. So what I want to offer you today is for $66, get my sales program for agencies. It's going to show you how to close 40+% of the people that book in your calls. So you can see here, again, it complements and it solves the next problem. That agency now can use our cold email script to get people on the phone with them. Now, the next problem that they're going to encounter is when they get on the phone with these people, they can't close. They're not good at sales. So we can offer them a sales course. So you basically just want to go ahead and pick two different complementary offers that can also solve different problems for your market. Now, there is a different option as well, which is access or support. So you might not have a million different courses or offers to offer people, especially in the beginning. And, you don't necessarily just want to go out and spend hours creating a course for creating a course's sake. So if you want to skip creating more courses or creating more offers, one thing that you can test is giving more access and support. So for example, if someone buys my Facebook ads offer of setting up an ad account, then what I could do on one of the upsells is by hey, I've actually just created this mastermind group for Facebook advertisers. Every single week we get on a live call and I teach people how to not only set up their ad accounts, but how to actually grow and scale. We talk about, writing good ad copy, blah, 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 right? And you can offer them that. You're not creating a new course, but you are giving them more support. So now you're giving them group coaching support. Or it might not even be group coaching calls. It could just be a community where you all engage. It could be a paid Discord channel or a paid Telegram. Or maybe it is your coaching offer. But you can see here, this is obviously a do-it-yourself program. And then this could be a done-with-you program. You could also, in the back end, if you have a service, you could be hey, if for that Facebook ads offer, it could be hey, congrats for setting up the ad account. But obviously, as you know, setting up the ad account is great. But there's also a lot of other stuff that comes into play when running profitable Facebook ads. You need to know interest targeting. You need to know how to scale. You need to know how to write ad copy. You need to know how to understand conversions. Well, me and my agency, we actually do this for X, Y, and Z. If you would like to just kind of skip all the guessing, the learning, the trial and error, and just us come in and just set up your campaigns from scratch and run them profitably from day one, then you can click the link below and book in a call with my agency, right? Again, that would be another offer that you could do without creating another digital product. but you're just giving them more support. And in that case, you're obviously doing it for them. So again, depending on your business model, what type of support you offer, if you have a community, a coaching, a done-for-you service, you can give those people those different access. So they're the biggest things that I would look at. And if you can really nail all of these things, then you can, also build a profitable front-end low-ticket funnel that essentially the whole point of doing it, again, isn't to make money because, even breaking even is a good result. The whole goal is to basically build a lead generation machine of qualified customers for your mid and high ticket, services or coaching programs. And if you stick to this process, because what most people do is they'll launch this funnel on day one, and if they're not profitable within 30 days, they will give up. Now, like I told you guys, back last month or the month before last, we lost money. It cost us $61 to get a customer, and we got back $48. Now, at the end of the day, that's still what? That is about that's like $13 to get a customer. Again, people on Facebook, they pay $10 to $20 for a lead. So when you compare it to that, losing $10 to get a customer is still pretty good. It's just the same. Someone's paying $10 for a lead. You're paying $10 for a customer. I know which one I would rather. So even if you lose money with this type of funnel, it's still a really good place to be in because you're still getting more qualified people than if you were just purely generating leads. But like I said, if you follow the process that I mentioned before and you stick to it, you can get it to become even more profitable and you can actually get paid to get customers. But just to give you some context, I started this funnel at the end of March. It wasn't profitable in March, it wasn't profitable in April, and it wasn't profitable in May. Month 4 was the month that I got it profitable. And I, without any ego, I feel like I'm a pretty good marketer. Like this is not the first time I've built this type of funnel. And the industry and niche that I'm in for this business, I've been marketing in that niche for a long time. Like I'm pretty experienced. I'm not, well, no, you know what? Yeah, I'm the best. No, maybe I'm not the best, but I'm pretty fucking good at marketing and advertising. And it still took me multiple months to get this funnel to work. Now, maybe someone else could come in and do it better. I don't know. But the point is that you can't expect to set this stuff up, especially if you're new to the game, and just expect for it to make you loads of money overnight. It was a 3 to 4 month process for me to get this profitable. But once you do it right, it can be insanely profitable because now, we're looking to spend, $30K plus this month on this funnel. So last month we spent in June in the end 17 grand. So we're going to look to like nearly double it, which will mean what? We'll get like 500 to 600 customers over the next month, which again, even if you convert 1% of those into a mid or a high ticket coaching program, you can see that you can start to make money. But it should be a lot more than that. You should be aiming to get 5% plus, I would say. Again, it obviously depends on your market, your industry, and your offer and your price, but you would want at least 5% plus of those people. And if you can do that, then obviously this could be a really profitable way for you to grow your business. So anyway, 28 minutes in, my voice is getting a little bit sore. So I'm going to stop the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.